Hello, everyone. This is Ellie and Sarah, and another episode of Bonus Points or on YouTube Ellie's Geories. I don't have a picture right now because my shower is broken and I couldn't take a shower. And Sarah is looking very pretty right now with like very no, it's like the sun is shining on you because everything is so white. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you like it, please like and subscribe on YouTube. If you want the entire episode, please subscribe to our Patreon, the junior and senior tiers, where you get the podcast, which should be about an hour. It's usually an hour. We talk a lot. So yeah, enjoy this episode.
But we are finally moving on to Ellie's GOEs.
Yes. First of all, please tell me which skate you picked and why you picked it for me.
I chose Kana Moromoto and Daisuke Takahashi's rhythm dance from this season. They have one of my favorite sets of programs, like both programs I really enjoy. So they have music from Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine. And I just really enjoy their programs this year, but I chose the rhythm dance because the rhythm dance happened earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sad we're saying goodbye to this program specifically.
Is it the link you sent me that was geo-blocked?
No, that was the
Oh,
world's
that
performance
was
that
the
was
worst one.
geo-blocked. But I figured if that was blocked, then the World Team Trophy link will also be blocked. So I
Yeah.
sent you the Dennis 10 Memorial Trophy link.
Which happened 5 months ago or something. So it's been a while.
Yeah, but it's also, I think, the highest score of the season. So
Oh, interesting.
I'll pretend that's why I did that one.
That's fair. I think you can pretend that. Okay, so let's go into it. First of all, I loved the outfits. That was the first thing I thought. I would wear her dress outside in the spring sun. And there was also a split second, like in during the introduction, where she's already giving like so much, she's serving so much face.
She is.
I knew this would be a good program. Like right from the seconds before they even started skating, I was like, yes. Yes, I do wanna move. That was my first reaction to the the voiceover. Yes, I do wanna move. That's yeah. Let's get into it. Again, so much going on right off from the first beat. There's so much energy, so much speed. I in that moment I realized I hate on the judges a lot, but they also I have no idea how they do it, how they watch two people at the same time, especially doing a program like this that's so high energy. No idea. So yeah, I caught myself rewinding a lot, and it's like it's the rhythm dance. It's not that long of a program, but I probably watched it for like 30 minutes. Kept rewinding and like looking at little moments because it's a fun, high energy performance. The entire opening part, and I'm so sorry, I can't speak ice dance technical, so I have no, this is how I would describe it. The entire opening part while they are performing directly towards the judges is so great. Like I love the choreography so much. They have done so well on the choreography. I cannot emphasize this enough. Um, Something I noticed that in the beginning, because I think if you start out very strong, it's a bit difficult to get in sync right away. So I think some of their movements at times that are supposed to happen at the same time do not always happen at the same time. And it's like a millisecond of them starting at different points. But it's also like a performance at the beginning, not at the beginning of the seasons, but like not at the end either. So I assume sometimes you hit the beat right, sometimes you don't. Just that's also a bit hit or miss sometimes.
It was their second competition of the season, so it
Yeah.
makes sense. They're still
Yeah.
getting into it.
I also like again, sometimes you just miss you don't always hit the beat in sync. That's happening to all ice dancers, I feel like. I see that so often. And especially with something where you move through positions so very fast. Once you are out of beat, it's not happening. Not out of beat, but out of sync. It was amazing how they even did that. And also very, very few times I feel like they couldn't finish a move before they had to move into the next one. But that happened like only once or twice where like the arm couldn't extend for long enough. And then it comes across a bit as hectic because they are rushing towards the next move. But I also think again that might have changed. And I really want to watch the World Team Trophy and the World's performance, just see if there's any difference, if I can spot any difference. There are so many choreo elements I absolutely love. Like I couldn't even pick one. Usually I pick like one or two moves, but there are so many in this one where I'm like, this is so good, this is so good. And I think I am going into detail more later because then the choreographic rhythm sequence started, which was also so freaking good. I, again, don't know when they start that, when they ended, but I loved every second of it. They executed that so well. This is the problem when I write down lyrics and I don't want to sing and I don't want to say anything. But there's a moment in the music where it goes, it's just a sound, away, 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 maybe something like that. And he puts his hands to his mouth to mimic that sound or to pretend like he's doing that sound. So good. I love those. I love spotting those little moments. That's always my fave. Perfect twizzles. I think they worked so perfectly with the music, with the costumes. They executed them so well. That was, I don't know, I love that. It's I sang that a lot. I'm saying fun, I'm saying loved it, but it was really, really good. Something I spotted about the choreography, they are doing many circle movements throughout the entire performance. Like there are twizzles, there are spins. She's going under his arm, he's moving around her, he's like twizzling. And it makes it such a dynamic and interesting performance to watch. Like there's rarely a moment where they're moving just in a straight line. It's always like going in and out of circles. And that's, I think, with the what was the theme? The rhythm dance. I'm very well prepared and know a lot about ice dance on figure skating. What was like 80s music is next. What was
I think it was just like Latin this year.
Yeah.
It was just like very generic, I think. Or was
Because
that last year?
yeah, that's what I don't know. But I mean, the music fits with Latin, so I just think like with the circle motions, it goes so well with that Latin feeling and that rhythm. Sarah's looking very concentrated right now.
Just Latin dance styles.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think like they translated that so well with all those circle emotions. And I will put a lot of them up on YouTube right now to show like what I mean with circle motions. Again, no idea where the pattern started or where it ended, which is always a good sign because that means they did an amazing job at incorporating it without interrupting the performance. So yeah, that was amazing. Then the softer music started, but they're still like doing similar motions, like moving around each other, which I think worked so well together. There's a moment where she kicks her leg over his head on a beat, which is chef's kiss. I love that. I watched that 5 times on repeat. And then going into the midline step sequence, there's the "Can you handle this?" And I was like, yes, I can. Show it to me.
Are you sure?
Give it to me. I was very excited for the lift. I think lifts are always like something I look forward to in performances. And it was energetic. I think there was an attempt to make it energetic, but I didn't quite love it. I felt so bad. I think it falls a bit flat.
Yeah, I think lifts are his weaker point. I mean, be glad I didn't pick like an older skate of theirs together because there were points where his lifts were like very shaky.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's adjusted very well into them now. But I get them not like making it too complicated, just sort of going for an easier one.
That makes so much sense because I felt like the lift didn't live up to the entire performance. I was like, oh, and then there's the lift. Like it's so amazing, it's so high quality and well done. And then there's the lift, and I'm like, oh, what's happening here? And I thought it was just like maybe I need to look at the other lifts because I had the impression at first there was like they went into the lift wrong or something, and then they couldn't do it the way they are supposed to do or the way they would like to do it. So they just kind of try to make it through it without falling. But yeah, I have to look at the other performances. That's such an interesting point. I also thought the ending position was a bit too soft for me. At least in this competition, maybe they changed it later on because it should have just ended on a bang, and they did very soft arms for that one. Again, on YouTube, you can look it up right now on the screen. Yeah, it was a bit too soft for me. But
Oh,
overall,
I see that. Yeah.
yeah. Did they change it at one point, or was it?
I haven't actually watched World Team Trophy from today, but I will let you know in about 5 minutes. Wait,
Oh,
I'm
you want to look
skipping
it up
through.
now?
I'm
Okay.
skipping through. Similar ending.
I
I
don't.
get what you mean. She was very like lyrical with the arms instead of like da da to it.
Yeah, exactly. Because like it's so high energy, and then it's like soft ending. I'm like, why? Why was this choice made? But yeah, I think I'm ready for the scoring.
Okay, so on a scale of -5 to +5, what do you rate the music?
I feel like you guys really need to give me a bad skate because I can't give anything a bad score so far. Listen, the music, it's not my favorite. I know you just said you like the music. Sarah is looking. I wish you could see Sarah's face. I wish I could put up Sarah's face right now.
Don't.
Uh, she's shocked. Um, yeah, I have to be honest. Like the voice over introducing the certain parts of the skates are fun. I just don't love it. I have it. I've heard it so many times by now. The Gloria Estefan Conga one. Just like, okay, here we go again. And there's also a techno, like a beat, a rhythm mix to it. If I don't enjoy listening to it on the radio while I'm driving, I will probably not enjoy listening to it during a skate. Sarah is like, wow,
I'm judging you.
yeah, she has
Yeah.
strong opinions. Yeah, really, Sarah, tell us how you feel about the music.
I enjoy the music so much. It's different to what the majority of other people are using. It fits the theme. It's not Wicked Game to a Latin program. It fits the theme. I enjoy it.
I think there's also the difference because I'm watching one program that you picked for me, and you are watching 20 in a row, and it's like
True.
same music all over again. And then like there's this one, which is so much. It is fun, and it worked so well with like they did so well with the choreography and everything. It's just not my favorite type of music. Um,
And as they say, Marina Zueva programs last forever. This was a good program.
is it a Marina Silva program?
Yeah.
It's giving 90s, early 2000s, like the music. It reminded me of like a not a rave party, but I don't know. Um, but yeah, it works very well with the costumes. If you want to rate the costumes.
You never gave a rate for the
Oh,
music.
so, thank you for paying attention. I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Ah,
Yeah,
interesting. So into the
given it a
costumes.
2.5 out of 5, but I really enjoyed the entire thing, so I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. So yes,
Awesome. So costumes.
I love those costumes. I think they worked very well with the music. Like I said, it's giving like 90s 2000s Versace, which I enjoyed. Mm, yeah, it's the costumes are fun. They're playful. They're great costumes. So I'm giving it a 4 out of 5.
I feel like that was actually like the come back to me. Let me find the words.
The intent.
yeah, I feel like there was a comparison between, yeah. It is Versace style on purpose.
It translated very well. If they intended for it to be Versace and I see Versace, then I think they did a great job.
I agree. So overall, how do you rate the skate?
I see, I loved it. Like it was high energy. They moved around the ice with so much confidence. Uh, Again, I would love to see a performance at the end of the season. Um, because I think there were little moments they could have improved on. So I'm just rating their skate based on this performance at Dennis 10 Memorial. Like the ending positions could have been improved, the lift, the synchronicity at the start. But overall, I enjoyed it so much. It was a great. How many minutes? 2.5 minutes? How long is the rhythm dance? 2.5 minutes.
Like, no, longer. 3? Maybe 4? I don't know.
No, 4 minutes is a long program.
Okay.
They changed it since I am in the known, but we are
Okay.
with you guys, podcast listeners and YouTubers. We are learning with you.
I will find this out now. I am on World Team Trophies page. I'm going to their announcement. Rhythm dance. 2 minutes 50 plus minus 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So almost
So
3 minutes.
So 2 minutes 50. But I wasn't that wrong with 2:30 either.
No, you weren't. You were closer than I was.
No, you were closer with 3 minutes.
Oh, I thought I said 4.
Yeah, you said 3 minutes or four, but the 4 one was way off, and I'm
Okay.
just
4 is the free dance. That one I know.
yeah. That's what I
Okay.
just said. Okay. I give it a 4 out of 5.
That's a pretty good score.
It is a very good score. I would have given it a 4.5 out of 5 if it would have been executed perfectly.
Ooh,
Yeah. It was the lift that them in.
that's a shame.
But yeah, I think that concludes our weekly podcast.
Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you enjoyed that, don't forget you can subscribe to our Patreon for the full episode on the junior and senior tiers. And if you just enjoyed this clip, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more like this.
Bye bye.
Bye.